Welcome Catch fans to HEW TV. I'm your host Pete Crockett. Coming up this week we bring you the huge showdown between the millionaire Mike Cash and the Macho Man Chris Cage in a Mo vs Millions match. Now, if Mike Cash is victorious, Chris Cage must shave off his beard, thus ending the Macho Man persona. However, if the Dark Knight of HEW comes out victorious, then the former owner must donate all his millions to charity. HEW back on the road in April, starting off in Wisty Hall, down in Radstock for Ring Wrestling Stars on April the 16th. And then on the 23rd of April we head to Haverley for our Rumble event, which sees ITV World of Sport legend Blondie Barrett taking on Mr. Number 1 Johnny Rose, as well as the annual Rumble event itself. And then on Friday the 29th of April we head back to the home of HEW, of Wolverley Sports and Social Club. Before we take you to the Catchatorium, let's take a look back at how Cash and Cage ended up at this point, as we relive the last 3 years through story time with Mike Cash.
Good evening, Cash fans. I'm glad that you've decided to join me tonight. I've got a story to tell all of you. Just take a sip of wine first. Oh, that's a good year. Now this story is in the form of an e-book. Mike Cash can afford an iPad, you see. So I'm going to tell you a story. So, are you sitting comfortably? Good. Then I'll begin. Once upon a time, there was a man called Chris Cage, who had all the fans of HCW fooled into thinking that he was something special. Oh, the poor, cretinous, uneducated, filthy fans all looked up to Chris Cage. Maybe one day they too could be like Chris Cage. And Chris continued to give them false hope, making out he was one of them, but also something special. Sharing Guinness with the masses, selling his merchandise, having his poor fiancée sitting at ringside amongst the great and washed. And then came along somebody to change all that. To remind everybody that they had a place in society, and that Chris Cage was ultimately above his station. That man came to knock Chris Cage down a peg or two. That man was Michael Horatio Cash. A man of class, a man of wealth, a man that the masses could genuinely revere as somebody special. So, as his first order of business, Michael Cash interfered in a main event clash between Chris Cage and the Bulldog Chris Smith. Roll the clip.
Up for the TKO! There it is, a TKO right onto that tray. What's this? Oh!
Following this, after an impressive victory over the Kraken, our hero, Michael Cash, was placed into the Money in the Bank ladder match. And let's see what happened there. As Mr. Money in the Bank, Michael Cash had the opportunity to cash in the contract inside the briefcase at any time against any champion. But Mike Cash was clever. He bided his time for almost a whole year. In this time, Chris Cage required surgery on his tiny legs. And as the Continental Champion, he must relinquish that champion as he would be unable to compete. Let's see what happened next, shall we?
Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen with this Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Maybe they'll do a tournament. Maybe they'll do a battle royal. But I tell you this, whoever holds this beautiful yellow and gold belt when I get back, I want the first shot. And I'm going to take the title back. Let's go. 10, 20, 50, 100.
Be a tournament for that belt, I'm afraid, Chris Cage. You see, I've been speaking to my very expensive solicitors, and they've informed me that I can cash this in. And if you're not able to defend the belt, well, that just means that you have to hand it over to me. No! So, Mr. Stallion, that time of the year has come. Mr. Money in the Bank, Mike Cash, is cashing in on Chris Cage for the Intercontinental belt.
Cash, you know that as a commentator that I'm not contractually allowed to wrestle. I can't get involved in any matches. I'm on a commentator's contract now. You know that I can't actually wrestle. I've got floating debris in my knee. I've got a torn meniscus. These are medical terms, Cash.
It's such a shame, isn't it? Just means that I suppose you'll just have to give me the belts.
No!
Hand it over, Cage!
There you go.
Yes! I am the winner! I am the new Intercontinental Champion! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen!
Fast forward. Michael Cash is on top of the world. A genuine champion and superstar. But a man as successful and ambitious as Michael Cash does not stop there. He subsequently bought the company he worked for, and as first order of business, well, let's have a look, shall we?
The contracts have been signed and I am the new owner of HCW. As my first back to business this evening, I do believe there is a clause in Mr. Chris Cage's contract that prevents him from getting shot. Prevents him from getting physically involved with the competitors. I saw it, you all saw it. He hit Damian Bain with a chair, and that means Chris Cage, you're fired!
Just when the handsome, successful, charismatic Mike Cash thought that he had finally rid HCW of Chris Cage, Cage was ultimately reinstated by the Commissioner, J.D. Wolf. He decides to challenge the genetically gifted Continental Champion to a street fight. The strong, wise, superior fighter Cash, not wanting to shy away from a challenge, accepted, and let's see what happened there.
Cash. Running away isn't part of the deal. What the hell?
You see, Mike Cash was always too clever for Chris Cage. Fast forward to December of last year. After recovering from the knee injury, Chris Cage wins the right to a match of his choice. And what could be described as outrageous, as unfair, as only in this crap hole of a country could this happen, he manages to get a match that puts HCW on the line. As a publicly run company, unfortunately, the brave CEO could not refuse this offer. And despite having all the chips in his corner, and due to the lacklustre performance of his Team Wessex teammates, Kash ultimately lost the ownership of HCW to Peter Crockett, a man who wouldn't know a good business decision if it repeatedly hit him in the feet. If you thought that the ambitious, young, attractive Kash would stop there, you would be wrong. Kash had still not succeeded in his mission. Chris Cage was still walking tall in HCW. Mike Kash had done everything imaginable to Chris Cage. He had beaten him for his championship, he had fired him, he had broken him, and yet he was still there, as big as ever. And then Cage made this challenge to our brave hero.
Enough of this. 12 months you've been doing everything to cost me matches and put me on the shelf, including getting me run over. Well, I'm saying 26th of February, Wolverley Social Club, we have a match to end it all. As we heard earlier on, what's still precious to Mike Kash is his millions. What's precious to me is my beard. So Mike Kash, a Mo versus Millions match. If you win, you shave my beard in the middle of the ring, and I'll go bald like when I was born, baby. If I win, you give your money to charity. That sound like a good plan?
And that's when it struck Kash. It didn't matter how many times he fired, broke, or embarrassed Cage, he was still there because the fans still believed in him. You can't kill Santa Claus. However, if you show him to be a fake, if you show him to be what he truly is, if you kill the brand, the Macho Man brand, that finishes the man. So by taking his mustache, Kash would destroy the man. He would no longer plague the venues of HCW. There was a small matter that he had to put up his millions also in this match, but the clever Mike Kash, who always had a plan, was not worried about that. Not one bit. Not one bit. You see, what it all comes down to is I am the better man. I am a true man. I am better than Chris Cage. I'm wealthier than Chris Cage. And in the end, it'll be no more mustache. Cheerio.
Book HCW for your venue or event by emailing johnnyroadshcw@yahoo.com or via our Facebook page or website. Let's get you over to the Catchatorium to see if Mike Kash can make good on his word and send Chris Cage home as bold as the day he was born. Or will the bearded Batman send the millionaire home absolutely penniless? Your commentators for this match is myself. Let's commence some catch.
Everybody knows tonight that if I win, I'm going to shave off the moustache of the Macho Man Chris Cage. I'm going to tell the brand that it's Macho Man Chris Cage. But before we begin, Mike Kash is feeling in an old school kind of mood. So, Pete Buckets, play my old music.
Let's go. 10, 20, 50, 100, 100.
Mike Cash, what are you doing?
Nothing. Well, you didn't see me do anything.
What have you just given?
Nothing at all. It's just a...
Right. Mike, no.
What?
You might have got away with this when you owned the company. You don't own it anymore, Mike Cash. You are not buying off referees.
I didn't buy him off!
You are not buying off referees anymore. You spent a year buying off referees.
Did anybody see me buy him off?
I'm sorry, Mike Cash. Mr. X, you're relieved of duty. Mr. X, you're relieved of duty. Can we get a proper referee out? You've seen him already, ladies and gentlemen. Please bring out Tommy Turbo. Let's get a proper referee in here. Tommy Turbo, you are now in charge of refereeing this match. Mike Cash, you are not buying your way to victory this evening. So what Chris Cage thinks of Mike Cash's millions.
Come on, Chris. Keep him back. Come on.
So much unlike in this match.
Hey, Cage. Your wife loved it when I made it make it rain on her.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
Oh, that ball!
Are you ready?
Where's your wife?
In your face, boy, Cash! Oh, that ball! Oh, that ball!
Ring the bell. Okay, here we go.
Cage is straight up. Double leg takedown like Cash and just beating Mike Cash eats him. There's no love lost whatsoever. Only just sends Cash right out of the ring. We know Chris Cage likes to throw people into the ropes. Chris Cage. Oh, introducing Mike Cash to the bar. Oh, and again back first. Oh! Kevin Phoenix right in the eyes. Mike Cash having an early shower. And again, these two go into the toilets. They're a popular place tonight here in HCW. They're going to get a reputation. I'm not sure what's exactly going on. Might be an old school head flushing, we don't know. I might go and have a look myself. Let's try and find out what's going on here. Oh! It stinks! I think his head's definitely been down the toilet there. Oh! Proper old school! Oh! Mike Cash though, cutting Cage off and he gets back in the ring with a... Oh! And just wrenching that knee. We know Chris Cage has had knee problems in the past. His legs aren't the strongest thing in the world. Mike Cash going to work on those legs. Cage running to reverse over. Oh, full head of steam, huge clotheslines in the corner. Chris Cage angry as ever tonight. A year's worth of pent-up aggression. A huge staff suplex. Could this be it? And Mike Cash managed to get the shoulder up. It had to happen at some point. Mike Cash nearly going through the ceiling. Oh, the big leg drop to finish up. And Mike Cash again getting his shoulder up. I thought these two might bring the roof down tonight, but I didn't think literally. Oh, and a huge running knee right right to the chest of Mike Cash. That knee brace coming in handy there. And again, Mike Cash managed to get his shoulder up. Mike Cash, we know all that he cares about is his money. Oh! It's Chris Cage asking the referee that Mike Cash using the distraction.
No, he's not had enough yet. I'm not punished him enough yet. My technique's assault, but I'll carry on. We'll carry on the match.
Okay. Tommy Turbo ready to disqualify the millionaire Mike Cash. The Cage. Oh, and he's got him up for the Cash converter. And he hits it. He's got it as a big gun. Chris Cage manages to get the shoulder up.
Come on!
Cage again goes back to that knee. Mike Cash has put many a person away with that Cash converter. Oh, a huge leg go right across that knee.
No.
Variation of the figure four there.
Come on, people.
Okay, all these problems Cage is having in knees. A result of Mike Cash. We know what these two have been through. Oh! Cage managed to put his big size 13 right through the face of Mike Cash. And Cage, he's got the claw. He hasn't got it locked. There it is! Goodbye, Eric Claw. There's one. There's two. Oh, and a big tornado sends Mike Cash right down to the deck.
Ropes. Elbow.
Chris Cage calling for his patented Mocho Man elbow drop. Going for the second rope. Oh! Mike Cash inadvertently pulling the referee in there. As Tommy Turbo's down. We've seen a show with these two before. Oh! Mike Cash with a chair right. Oh! Chair right across the knee. Mike Cash doing all that he can to floor the Mocho Man. He's already got one knee in the knee brace. He might need a second one after this. Oh! And a huge standing skateboard drop with a chair. Cage just managed to get the shoulder up at 3. That was nearly it. And again, as he sets up for the Cash converter. Oh! Cage ready to convert and counter that into an huge RKO right onto a steel chair. The referee can't afford both men down. Count of 9. Late.
It's a double count out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. No. This has to be finished here tonight. I'm sorry, these two need to finish this once and for all. This match is continuing. I'm not having this match end on a double count out. We restart this match continues. My Cash again goes straight down to that knee. Oh! Just going to work on that knee and again. Locks that knee up. All that pressure right across that injured knee. Okay, his shoulders down. He needs to avoid getting inadvertently counted out in 1, 2, and again shoulder comes up. My Cash doing all he can. He wants to see that beard gone. He wants to keep hold of his money. We know his millions and what is most important to him. He said he didn't care that he's lost his company. He didn't care that he's not in Team Wessex anymore. All he cares about is his money and winning HGW Chris Cage. He tries to set Cage up for Wall Street. Can't get Cage completely turned.
Come on!
Cage trying to fight this up. Oh my gosh, needs to try and step over and lock it Wall Street. Chris Cage still with some power in those legs. Oh! One of those legs firmly into the abdomen.
Here we go!
And he's setting him up. Seeing his before. Oh! Huge DDT off the middle rope. And we've seen this before. Cage set up the TKO. Cage set to strike. Mike Cash not knowing where he is. Cash manages to reverse it. Sets him up again for the counter crush. And it hits the Cash converter. And Cage struggling to get his shoulder up. As much as Mike Cash loves his millions, the Mocho Man loves his beard just as much. Mike Cash needs to calm his temper. Doesn't want to get himself disqualified. We don't normally see the millionaire Mike Cash go up the road. We see him here on the second turnbuckle. Goes for his leg drop off the second row, but Cash managed to... Is he setting up off?
Yes! 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 Yes!
It's inhuman brains from Mike Cash. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Cash taps out, and your winner, the Mocho Man, Chris Cage! Ladies and gentlemen, the millionaire Mike Cash will no longer be a millionaire after tonight. We will make sure we have control of his accounts, and all of his millions will be donated to charity. Realisation here by Cash. It's never good to see a grown man weep. I'm sorry, but I can't handle that. Oh! And he's just throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring. One of the hit my Cash has put this company through. A fitting end.
So Cage locks in the Guinness lock and Mike Cash taps out as though he was punching in his bank details in anticipation, as he now has to donate all his millions to charity, and the Mocho Man gets to keep his luscious facial locks. For everything HCW, find us on Facebook at HCW Championship Wrestling, on our website at www.hcwwrestling.com, and on YouTube at HCW Wrestling UK. Join us next week for light heavyweight title action as champion Dan Stryker takes on the #1 contender Tony Pacino. Let's see if the Cobby effect will work as well for the Little Don as it did for the monster Damian Bain. For Petey Crockett Promotions, I've been Petey Crockett. Till next time, catch fans.